Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. And in the previous lecture we discussed this question up to here. I will explain it again. Two cars that are 600 kilometer apart are moving towards one another. So we had two cars A and B, and they were moving towards each other, and the distance between them at the beginning was 600 kilometer. Then their speed differed by 6 kilometer. Okay, the speed of the two cars, the difference between the speed of the two cars was given to be equal to 6 kilometer per hour, and the cars are 123 kilometer apart after 4.5 hours. It means after this much time, during these hours the cars were moving towards each other, and they were obviously covering the distance from both the directions. Okay, so the distance obviously reduced. First it was 600 kilometer, and with the time as they were moving towards each other, therefore the distance reduced to 123 kilometer after 4.5 hours was spent. Okay, so now the new distance between these two cars is 123 kilometer. They have covered a specific distance, both these cars, and the remaining distance now that which they have to cover is 123 kilometer. So it is given to us, let x and y be the speeds of the car. They are asking for the speed of the car. Let x and y be the speeds of the car. So the information that they have given to us is that their speed differ by 6 kilometers. So it means x minus y is equal to 6. The difference between the speed, these x and y, I have taken them these two variables as the speed of the car, and it is given in the question that the difference between the speed is equal to 6. It means x minus y must be equal to 6. Okay, the distance and now in order to get the second equation in x and y, we will make use of the formula from physics, is that the distance of a moving body, if you want to find the distance of a moving body, you know its speed and time, then you can easily calculate the distance of the moving body of a car or a bus by simply multiplying the time that was spent into the speed of the car. So if you multiply the speed of the car with the time, this will give you the distance. Okay, this is the formula that we usually use in physics in order to find the distance of the cars. Total distance that both the cars covered was equal to 600 minus 123. During 4.5 hours, they were covering the distance. A was moving in this direction and the car B was moving in this direction. The total distance was 600 kilometer. Now the remaining distance is 123 kilometer. It means that the distance that both these cars covered will be, we can easily find out by subtracting 123 from 600, because that will give us the total distance that they have already covered, because the remaining distance is only 123. The total was 600 kilometer, and now they are left with 123 kilometer only. They are coming closer to one another, A and B. So the distance that they may have covered will obviously, we can easily find it by 600 minus 123. Okay, 600 minus 123 will be equal to 477. So now the distance that they are left is 123, and the distance that they have already covered is 477, because these two distance must be equal to 600. So subtracting 123 from 600, we can easily calculate the distance that they have already covered, car A plus car B. Okay, the distance that both of them have covered in total. Okay, this is the distance covered by both the cars. So distance covered by A, if we calculate it separately, the distance covered by the car A will be its speed. What was the speed of A? Let it be x into the total time. The time that was spent was 4.5 hours. Okay, for both the cars the time was 4.5 hours, which is equal to 9 by 2 hours. Okay, so the time that was spent for both the cars was 9 by 2 hours, 4.5 hours. So it is equal to 9 by 2. So the distance covered by the car A will be speed. The speed of the car that we have supposed was equal to x, and the time that was spent is equal to 9 by 2. I have used this formula to find the distance of the car A. So the distance of the car A, d1, is equal to 9 by 2 x. Similarly, distance covered by car B will be, distance covered by car B will be its speed, which was taken as y, into time. The total time that was spent was 4.5 hours, which is equal to 9 by 2. So its speed is equal to 9 by 2 y. So the distance of the second car, let me denote it as distance covered by car A and distance covered by car B. This will be much better. The distance covered by the second car will be 9 by 2 y. So this is the distance covered by the first car, this is the distance covered by the second car. Okay, so in 4.5 hours, and here for B, during 4.5 hours, this is the distance covered by A, this is the distance covered by B. Here the time was 4.5 hours, the speed was y, here the speed was x, and the time was 4.5. Okay, so now the situation is, they are here, the distance between them is now 123 kilometers. So the total distance that they may have covered, this was 600, now they are left with 123. So these pieces must add up to give 477. So the total distance covered by both the car will be dA plus dB, that is equal to 9 by 2x plus 9 by 2y. This is equal to 477. And now if we simplify it, this will be equal to 9x plus 9y is equal to, shifting 2 to the other side, 477 into 2, and then again simplify 9, taking 9 common from these two terms, this will be equal to 477 into 2 over 9 by dividing this is equal to x plus y is equal to 477 into 2 by 9. Now you can cancel this by 9, 9 ones are, and 9 53s are 477, and 2 into 53 is equal to 106. So the second equation will be x plus y is equal to 106. So this is the second equation. The first equation was this. Okay, so now you have a system of two linear equations. From these two equations we can easily find the values of x and y, and which will be the speed of the car that they have asked for. Okay, we have taken x and y be the speed of the car. Now we have two equations, x minus y equals to 6 and x plus y is equal to 106. So let me summarize it once more. We had two cars A and B which were moving towards one another, and at the beginning the distance between them was 600 kilometer, and then after 4.5 hours was passed, then the distance between them reduced to 123. Okay, in the beginning it was 600 kilometer, and as these two cars were moving towards each other, obviously the distance was reducing between them, and it was reduced to be equal to 123. It means 600 minus 123 will give us the distance that both these cars have covered in total. So let x and y be the speeds of the car. They have asked us for the speed of both the cars. We have taken as the speed of the car A as x and the speed of the car B as y. The difference between them, the difference between their speeds was equal to 6 as it was given in the question. And then they have also told us that after 4.5 hours the distance between them reduced to 123 kilometer. It means some of the distance was covered by both the cars when they were moving towards one another, and that distance of both the car was equal to 477. Obviously, if there was a total of 600 in the beginning and it is they are left with 123 kilometer only, it means that the distance they have covered must be equal to 477. They have already covered this much distance, and the remaining distance is this now. So the new situation is that they are in during 4.5 hours the car A was moving towards this position and car B was moving towards this. In 4.5 hours it was moving with the speed y, and here during 4.5 hours it was moving with the speed x. So the speed is given to us, time is given to us. We can easily find the distance covered by car A and the distance covered by car B. If the speed of the car A is x, and the time that has passed is 4.5 hours, which is equal to 9 by 2. Okay, 4.5 is equal to 9 by 2. So speed into time will give us the distance covered by A. Distance covered by A is equal to time into speed according to this formula. Similarly, distance that the car B covered is equal to its speed into time. Speed of the car B was y, that we have already supposed to be equal to y, and the time that was spent was 4.5 hours. So the distance covered by B was this much, 9/2y. Now the sum of these two distances must be equal to 477, because 477 plus 123 will make a total distance of 600 kilometer. Okay, so from here, from this information, we can easily find the second equation, that the total distance that they have covered was equal to 477, because in the beginning it was 600 and the remaining distance is 123. It means the distance that they must have covered will be obviously be 600 minus 123, because these two distances must equal to add up to give 600. ठीक है, पहले 600 था, तो अब जब रिमेनिंग उसमें 123 किलोमीटर रह गया, तो इट मीन्स कि उन्होंने 477 तो कवर कर लिया, क्योंकि 477 प्लस 123 आपका 600 होना चाहिए. टोटल 600 था, रिड्यूस हो गया. अगर 123 हो गया है तो इसका मतलब जो टोटल डिस्टेंस उन्होंने कवर किया है वो कैसे फाइंड आउट करेंगे. ज़ाहिर है, जो बिगनिंग में जो जितना हमारे पास डिस्टेंस था 600 माइनस 123 करेंगे तो हमें पता चल जाएगा कि उन दोनों ने मिला के कितना डिस्टेंस कवर किया. ये इनका अलग अलग डिस्टेंस नहीं है, कार ए प्लस कार बी का टोटल डिस्टेंस है 477, क्योंकि इनमें से एक कार ज़्यादा स्पीड से जा रही है, एक आहिस्ता जा रही है, तो इनका मिला के एक का डिस्टेंस ज़ाहिर ज़्यादा होगा, एक का कम होगा. ठीक है, तो दोनों का, लेकिन हमें पता है कि दोनों का मिला के डिस्टेंस 477 होगा, बिकॉज दीज टू शुड ऐड अप टू गिव यू 600. So the distance between both these cars is equal to 477. Now simplifying this equation, shifting 2 to the right hand side, taking 1/2 common and shifting it to the right hand side, I get 477 into 2, and then taking 9 common from both these terms, and then shifting it to the right hand side, and then doing the required calculation. 9 ones are and 9 53s are. You can easily simplify them by cancellation through 3 also. You will get 106. So the second equation is this. Now we have a linear system of two equations. The first equation is this and the second is this. Okay, so this will give us the values of x and y, which will give us the speed of both the cars. Okay, the first equation is x minus y is equal to 6, this one, and the second equation is x plus y is equal to 106. Solving this equation by matrix inversion or by Cramer's rule, you can easily find the values of x and y, which were the speed of both the cars that we have already taken in the beginning, or supposed in the beginning. So that's it for today.